Tukua mai kia piri, tukua mai kia tata, kia eke mai ki runga ki te paupai poto, ahau mai tawhiti, tēnā koutou katoa, e te iwi. We're just about to kick off the Hakaraia Wilson Memorial Grappling event here at Te Koutu Marae, Rotorua, celebrating the life, legacy and kaupapa of Hakaraia Wilson. We're shortly about to see our first competitors take the mat. Tēnā tātou katoa, ko Anuri Grant tēnei. Heuri o Ngāti Whakaue, Te Arawa, Tūwhare toa, Ngā Rauru. And it looks like we have one of the young Oliver girls here to kick it off. And don't quite have an ingoa there, but we have a quick little pass to side control there from our young kōtiro on top. And a nice little transition into mount, holding her position. And a good little reversal there from our kōtiro on the bottom. I think that's Mia Oliver. As you can see here, te whānau, it's a beautiful day here in Rotorua. The sun is shining. And we're looking forward to a few hours of hard-fought action on the mats here in Rotorua, Koutu, e te whānau. If you're around town, make sure you get down here. If you've got nothing on, bring the tamariki down. We have kai stalls, we have health services, miri, as well as the awesome grappling action with some of the country's best about to take the floor. We don't quite have anything in terms of the scores e te whānau. I'll try and keep you guys up to pace if I can keep up with the scoring in my head. But I'll just try and talk you guys through some of the positioning that we're seeing and some of the attacks that might take place. So the position we have here with these two girls are in at the moment is we call this one close guard or taukati. And this is like a neutral position. Person on top and the person on the bottom is about 50-50 in terms of what they can do from there and scoring. We're going to reset in the middle. Look in the background there, all the whānau, all the mama, the papa, the koroua koia, all really excited and supporting their tamariki, their mokopuna. This event is all about whanaungatanga, manakitanga and remembrance of the late Hakaraia Wilson, the man who had such a massive impact in this short time on this earth, but a lasting legacy that will live forever through such events as this. And from my knowledge, I think this is the first grappling event to take place on the marae Aotea that I've ever heard of this magnitude anyway. And these girls are still scrapping it out hard out on the mat, tit for tat, taututu te mahi. And you can see they're back in the closed guard or taukati. And our kaiwawa, our referee here, has called time on the match, and the winner goes to the young girl from Taumaranui. Congratulations. So Taumaranui in the house. First win for the day, bit of a smile. Mama's happy, baby's happy. And stay tuned for our next pairing to take the mat e te whānau. It's going to be non-stop action all the way through today, no breaks. And just while I have you guys e te whānau, I want to just do a shout out to our sponsors. Our major sponsor, One Foundation. Couldn't do it without you guys. And then our other sponsors, Rotorua Trust, Grassroots Trust, Te Arawa Whānau Ora, Ngāti Whakaue Tribal Lands, Kia Aroha ki te Tangata, Manaki Ora, Patua Te Taniwha Charitable Trust, Mana Social Services, and On the Elder. So e te whānau, if you see these organisations around, make sure you acknowledge them and thank them for their pūtea that helped us to put this event on today. Couldn't have done it without any of them, as well as our volunteers that we have running around the mats in the yellow shirts and the black shirts, our referees, everybody involved. Hoi anō, e paki ana te rā, ki waho. Our mate Hakaraia's really turned it on for us today. And it looks like we have our next matchup ready to go. We got Ben Trapski versus Chase Cameron. Fresh Jiu-Jitsu versus Oliver MMA Browns Bay. Should be interesting. I think our young fellas are both 11, so everything looks nice and even. And we'll see who puts it down on the mat. As you can see, a little bit of a height discrepancy here. But one thing you learn when you do jiu-jitsu is never to underestimate your opponent, because many a time it has bitten me on the now. And here we go, a little bit of a takedown here from our fresh jiu-jitsu competitor. And he's fallen straight into a potential triangle choke. Not quite locked up yet, but he's both boys are... The man on the bottom's trying to secure, the man on the top's trying to escape. You can see the girls in the background having a little tussle as well. And this attack's looking good here. Oliver MMA, Browns Bay, locked up the triangle. And our tamariki not allowed to pull on the back of the head here. They've got a modified rule set to protect them, as it's all about safety. But a spot of bother for my mate from Fresh. Referee taking good, careful protection or care over our kids there. Very good. E te kaiwawa. That's Machu. If anyone sees him around, give him a pat on the back. Good work, mate. And the boys are back into the action. So because the submission wasn't finished and they went to the edge, the referee set it for safety reasons. The guy with the attack ended up with 2 points after that, and now they're reset to the middle. So should be about 2-0. Nice little headlock here. Our boy from Fresh. I think it's Ben. Still a good little battle going on, and I think Chase there with the takedown. So as we mentioned earlier, size doesn't matter. He's just passed into side control. That's another 3 points. So we're looking at 7-2. Our Māori word for side control, tautaha, tautaha. That's the position they see themselves in now. And you can see the knee going across the belly into mount position. So that's another 4 points. The kaiwawao, he's sharp, he can count. 11-2. So Ben's going to have to get moving here. The longer you stay in these better positions, the worse it typically gets. But good top pressure there by Chase. And with a minute to go, he looks like he's in cruise control. As you can see in the background, e te whānau, plenty of people here to tautoko the kaupapa. Another 4 points there for Chase, transitioning into that mount again. Ben's starting to get a little bit desperate. Watching that arm. Oh, he slips off that straight armbar. And and a tap there, he puni toto, or back choke, puni tua. Thereby Chase takes the dub after quite a dominant display on the mat there. Ahakoa he iti, he pounamu. Beautiful work there. Chase Cameron, take a bow. So e te whānau, as our next fighter's about to take the mat, I just want to encourage you all, if you are in Rotorua, no mai hara mai, come down here. We got food stores, we got miri health services, we got kai, we got jiu-jitsu action on the marae Aotearoa, first of its kind. We got physio and really good commentators too. Hoi anō e te whānau, it's not about me. We got Taioho, Moutere and Tahinga Tana. And I know one of these boys is from Horitai, and the other one is from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu School, Gracie Jim. I think he's from Hamilton, under Master Fernando. Shout out to the brother Fernando, another black belt. And look at there, good little call there by the Kaiwa Wild. Reset the boys in the middle. Safety is paramount. Same position, but safer because we're in the middle of the mat. So jiu-jitsu, you know, it's all about, yeah, it is physical, but it's very much mental as well. You and the other person. The philosophy is technique and leverage over power and strength, but I can see a lot of all of that happening here, power, strength and technique. So you can see our boys in taukati. You'll see this position a lot today. This is one of the more unique positions to jiu-jitsu. On the bottom, not necessarily a negative, where in other art forms, being on the bottom's typically viewed as not necessarily a positive. Hoi anō. A little bit of close guard action still going here with our boys. A little bit of a stalemate. You can see our Gracie boy on the bottom trying to create angles to create attacks. The Kaiwa Wild says, that's enough of that, I need a reset in the middle please. And they'll reset from the same position. So back to taukati. You can see they close the legs around their opponent, around the hips. And he's escaped taukati. Oh, and an armbar there, very quick armbar from the close guard. Well done to our mate Taioho Moutere. Very, very slick. I hope our young warrior from Horitai is okay. Ko tēnei te āhuatanga o tēnei momo mahi. It's not all smiles and giggles. Sometimes we get injuries or we have losses, but it's how we bounce back. That's how we bounce back e te whānau. So here we go, we have Mia Oliver coming up again, and Rere Aio Pōtaka. And Rere Aio is from Horitai Rotorua. Mia Oliver is from Oliver MMA New Lynn. And her papa is the big dog, Steve Oliver. Shout out to the bro. Shout out to the Oliver whānau watching as well. And our referee making sure to cover the angles there to ensure our young Mia doesn't fall off the mat. And now we're looking at his back. Beautiful. So Mia looks like she's got some closed guard action going on. Looking to turn to a submission. Armbar, bit loose. And that gives our top player a chance to pass. And gets to Tautaha Taupiki. Taupiki is the mount there. She didn't get the points for the side control. But she got the points for the mount. So back into Taukati. Closed guard. Now rolls reversed. Mia on top. Rere Aio on bottom. E te iwi, make sure if you're in Rotorua, you get your nono down here. Hara mai, mātaki taki. I ngā ika āwhiro, i te kauhanga o te riri. Beautiful day down here on the Marae Aotearoa and Te Koutu Marae, here in Rotorua, Te Arawa. Never been done before te whānau. And there was a beautiful sweep there into the mount position by Rere Aio. So you get the 2 points for the sweep and the 4 points for the mount and a perfect attacking opportunity. So Mia wants to just keep moving and not let her settle. As soon as you accept the position, you're going to be in a world of hurt. And again, a little reset from the middle. Oh, Mia ready to go. Running back to the reset. 1 minute to go in this match e te whānau. 12-0 to Rere Aio Pōtaka. And Mia looking to protect her arm. Ko te here ringa te armbar. And very close, very good. Tenacious defending here by Mia. But doesn't have it yet. Oh, and I think she's got the elbow out. She's good to go. She's good to go. Look at that. Kaue mate whike te whānau. Ko tēnei te tauira. It looked like that armbar was a certainty, but she did not give up. She did not give up. And time. Look at that. Mia lost the fight, but she will definitely gain a lot of confidence from her ability to escape those positions. But e mihi ana ki a Rere Aio, te toa, and she'll be moving on to the next round. Yeah? Whatever you want to say. Because basically talking to people who don't know anything. Yeah. And then if you want to, just talk.
Kia ora whānau, here at the Hakaraia Wilson Memorial Grappling event. My name is Zach. I'm a purple belt under Steve Oliver. And yeah, let's get into the action. So we have Barnaby versus Hendricks Sionet. Should be a good match. Both boys are hungry for that takedown. Oh, over to the side of the mat, 2 points. And we see the Hori Tai fighter coming to the guard now. Hendricks trying to set up a triangle. Here we go. Trying to really lock those legs up. It's good for Hendricks here. He's got a really long leg, so it's good for him to try and get this. And it seems like Machu might stop the action here on the side of the mat. Oh, close call. You can see our referee getting nice and close just for the safety of the fighters. Hendricks into a mounted triangle position at the moment. We see him trying to cut that angle to try and make the choke a little bit tighter. And the referee has stopped the action to bring them back into the middle. So Hendricks will be awarded 2 points here. And they'll be starting again from stand-up. So at the moment it's 4-0 to Hendricks from Oliver MAE. 2.5 minutes to go. Both boys are scrapping. You can see the little arm drag here, take the back. Nice work. Awarded 2 points. And then he gets the 4 for the mount. So Hendricks up now 10-0. We've got our HT fighter doing a good job of not trying to settle for the position. And now you'll see Hendricks try and pass the guard here. We're here at Te Koutu Marae in Rotorua, the Hakaraia Wilson Memorial Grappling event. If you guys aren't up to anything in the area, come down, show some love and support. This is exactly what the bro Hawks would have wanted. Having everyone on his marae, doing the thing he loved most. And you see the reset in the middle. Just want to give a quick big shout out to the major sponsor of the event, One Foundation. Thank you guys so much for supporting this event. And we see Hendricks here trying to lock up the triangle. He's doing a good job of cutting that angle. And he looks like he's going to switch to the armbar. And he gets the tap. Great job by both boys. The thing about jiu-jitsu that's beautiful is that it really brings people together. Although they're fighting and it seems like they can get aggressive at times, it really brings everyone closer. And great job there. This is probably one of the first events I've ever seen on a marae, so it's a privilege to be here. Hopefully this will be more of a yearly thing. Sweet. Alright, moving on to our next match. We got Ben Trapsky versus Tahinga Tana. Fresh Jiu-Jitsu versus Horitai Rotorua. We'll just give another quick shout out to our sponsors. We got Rotorua Trust, the Grassroots Trust, Te Arawa Whānau Ora, Ngāti Whakaue, Tribal Lands, Kia Aroha Ki Te Tangata, Manaki Ora, Patua Te Taniwha Charitable Trust, Mana Social Services, and On the Outer. So just want to give a big shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for supporting this event. Alright, both boys shake hands and we're into the action. 4-minute match. Got Horitai versus Fresh Jiu-Jitsu. So both boys trying to work each other out here. Oh, our HT fighter going for, oh, nice little trip. So he was awarded 2 points for that. Ben Trapsky locking up the guard. He's going to try to go for a sweep from here, and oh, nice little scramble there. Great job by both boys listening to their corners. You can see all the support in the background, whānau. Beautiful to see here down at Te Koutu Marae. We got the sweep. And good job there by Ben. So he was awarded 2 for the sweep. And now he moves to a more dominant position, so mount. So all the positioning here is scored by points. Takedown is as soon as your butt touches the ground, your side, your back, you're awarded 2 points instantly. But every other point is a 3 second. So you need to hold the position for 3 seconds before you're awarded those points. Oh, we see a little scramble here. The HT fighter comes on top. And Ben with another 2 points for the takedown. Great job by both boys. all the athletes here representing their whānau, hapu, iwi and community. It's all about respect, sportsmanship and unity. That's the core values of Jiu-Jitsu. Nice little scramble there. An HT fighter looks like he's going for a single. Switches to the double. Nice, gets on top. And the referee stops the action to bring them into the middle. Both boys reset in the position that they started. And match is back on. We are up 12-2 for our fresh Jiu-Jitsu athlete. We'll see the Hori Tai fighter try and pass this guard here, and then our fighter on the bottom will be trying to sweep him and get to a more dominant position. So the guard position is more of a neutral position. Both boys are trying to almost go to a position that's more dominant. We see the Hori Tai fighter break the guard here. He's going to try past that hip line. And Ben Trapsky locks back up that guard. We've got about minute 50. Oh, bit of a stop timer action. I wonder if someone will see it. We've got Tahinga trying to pass that guard, break the legs open so he can move to a more dominant position. But Ben's guard seems like it's pretty strong at this stage. Great job there by both boys. Both boys trying to scrap it out. Oh, got a nice little, gets on top. And great job by both boys. We got 4 mats down here, all the way from kids up to black belt. Hakaraia's Memorial Grappling Tournament. We got about 30 seconds left here in the match. And it looks like that'll be a little bit of technical difficulties on the timer. And the fresh Jiu-Jitsu athlete awarded the win. Great job by both boys. Sometimes emotions can get involved. You see the Hori Tai fighter a little bit upset, but you know, it's moments like these that make a Jiu-Jitsu athlete better, because when they face that adversity, they're forced to grow and learn from their mistakes. And sometimes that humility of losing a match can really be beneficial for a fighter. Something very beautiful about this event is that this is something that Hakaraia loved. So just being down here at the marae, you know he'll be watching over. This event here is all about whānau ngatanga, manakitanga and remembrance. So really trying to honour the legacy of Hakaraia Wilson. And sweet for our next match, we got Phoenix Paul Seymour and Rereao Portaki. Both girls 9 years old, got a smile on their face, and we're underway, 3 minutes. We see the Hori Tai fighter there go for a double. Nice little sprawl action. Good. So heavy on those hips, trying to kick those legs away so it's hard to take them down. She's in a good position here. Just got to grab those legs, try run forward, and she'll be awarded the 2 points. So Rereao with those two. This is the final of the kids grey. So reset into the middle. Back underway, whānau. Both girls come from a strong BJJ background. And as you can see, the turnout down here at Te Koutu Marae is pumping. We've got food stalls. Nice, we see the fighter on bottom trying to lock up a triangle here. Needs to try break that posture so she can get those legs wrapped around. You see she's locking up the triangle, trying to cut that angle, make that choke a little bit tighter. They can't grab the head here, so what she's going to try look to do is pull her shin down. And the legs are broken. So now we'll see the Horitai fighter try and break the guard here and pass those hips. So again, she's attacking that triangle, trying to break that posture, pulling her foot down. Looks like she's done a good job here. What she's going to try look to do is cut that angle. And she escapes the triangle for now. We got our Horitai fighter who will try and break the guard here, pass those hips into a more dominant position, and she falls back into a potential triangle. Our referee doing a good job right here of making sure both athletes are safe, not going off the mat. And we're pumping down here, whānau. 4 mats of action at Te Koutu Marae, Hakaraia Wilson's Memorial Grappling event. Looks like the referee might stop it here, getting a bit close. And that's the end of the match, I believe. So we're up 2-0 for our winner from Horitai, Rereao Pōtaka. This live stream is proudly brought to you by local Gecko Productions, sponsored by the One Foundation. Thank you guys. So moving on to our next match for our yellow belt, we got Barnaby Button versus Hendrik Sione, Horitai Rotorua versus Oliver M.A. Newland. Both boys are from the New Zealand Top Team affiliation, and this should be a good match. Both boys come from strong grappling backgrounds. Shake hands. We got Tawharo Mohi here as our referee. Great jiu-jitsu athlete, family of Hakaraia. Nice little slap down by Hendricks here. Goes for a slide by. We see both boys engaging, which is great to see. Both boys engaging. Nice little attempt at the double, and he gets it. Great job there by Hendricks. Straight passing that guard, which is great. You can see Tawharo counting down 3 seconds, and then he awards the 3 points. So it seems like Hendrick is moving into a mounted position, and Barnaby locks up the half guard, so he'll be trying to... Oh, yeah, there he goes. So what he did there, whānau, was he reversed the positions or swept him over. So he was awarded 2 points. So a sweep is when a guard is engaged, and they are able to move from a bottom position to a top position, having to hold for 3 seconds before he's awarded the points. So up 2-5 here in our yellow belt division. We'll see Barnaby here try and pass that guard, break the legs of Hendricks. Hendricks got those real long legs though, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge. And they reset. Both boys are good to go, and we're back underway. Hendricks trying to make that space so he's able to bring his feet in, move to a more dominant position or a submission. We'll see Hendricks here try and move into a triangle. You can see our Hoi Tai fighter coming forward. We have some beautiful weather here in Rotorua. Hux is definitely putting on for everyone. Just what he have wanted. All family, friends, gyms across New Zealand coming to enjoy the sport that Hux love most. And Hendricks locks up a triangle here. He's cut that angle well. You see Tafro nice and close, looking after the fighters' health and well-being. Hendricks keeping those legs locked, although Barnaby's doing a real good job of trying to break the posture, swing him around a bit. You can see Hendricks attacking an arm here. Mean little scrap by both boys, and nice. He secures the Kimura arm lock, and that'll be it for the match. Hendricks Sione taking the win by submission. Great job by both boys. Big shout out to One Foundation. Thank you guys for helping us put on this show down here at Te Koutu Marae. Our mats are pumping, weather's pumping, there's kaya stalls, good vibes. If you're around the area, pull up, Te Koutu Marae, Rotorua, celebrating the life and legacy of our brother Hakaraia Wilson. So yeah, the first one of its kind, BJJ tournament on a marae. Hopefully it'll become a more regular thing. Support the jiu-jitsu in New Zealand. The beauty about jiu-jitsu is it's all about respect, sportsmanship, and all the cool values that it brings. It gives kids a purpose and also a direction. So if you guys are thinking about getting your kids into it, I think it's a great little sport. Sweet, so we'll just give our sponsors another big shout out. We got the Rotorua Trust, the Grassroots Trust, Te Arawa Whānau Ora, Ngāti Whakaue Tribal Lands, Ki Aroha Ke Tangata, Manaki Ora, Pātua Te Taniwha Charitable Trust, our Mana Social Services, and On the Outer. So thank you guys for all the sponsorships. It's greatly appreciated in the sport. So as we're waiting for our niche match here. It's a beautiful thing to see the sport of jiu-jitsu being brought together from our brother Hakaraia Wilson here. It's a pumping down here, whānau at Te Koutu Marae. Sun's out, mats are out. Everyone's rolling, just what Hux would have wanted. You know, he'll be watching over this event for sure. You can see all the matches pumping in the background. We got Evander Brown to the right of your screen having a chat with Tafaro. Evander, he's big in the movie scene, doing great things. He was just on our he just finished some filming for Spartacus, so if you guys are watching Spartacus or into that, yeah, the bro's on that. Sweet whānau, we're just going to go into a little break here. So yeah, we'll be back on soon. Hope you're enjoying the event. Ka pai.
Yeah, look, making that bread that hard though. Young G shifting that cargo. I get high when I'm at the top. I'm at Clan Kilimanjaro. When I pull up and clear up shop, I need to breathe like ASAP Rock. Tell them man that I'm just like time. Why? You can't put me in a box. Don't know what them man are proving. Tell them man keep it moving. I can feel their eyes, they're watching me on the ball, praying that I lose it. I can feel their fury, another joke cause I'm the champ like Usyk. Just know that I do this, I'ma bring walk when I hear this music. I'ma knock his lights out. What's the fuss with the hype about? While your Facebook crease when you're looking at me, blood you get ironed out. Man's outside, we don't need no hideout. Who you wanna see? Come fuck around and then find out. It's crazy when he flexed his gun. I think he needs God, I'ma bless this one. The power just got to his head. Mess like K when he deaded his son. 10 toes and run. See when I get him, he's dead, it's done. Now man's living a nightmare. The spirits I'm a level and one. Yeah, click, clack, bang. I don't need weapons, I'm good with my hands. Mismatch, bang. No bullseyes, the little man. If he goes hard, then I'ma go harder. Man, I'm my son, show you who's the father. Yeah, holding one on the course. Go to the pub and hit an daughter. I'ma knock his lights out. What's the fuss with the hype out? While your Facebook crease when you're looking at me, blood you get ironed out. Man's outside, we don't need no hideout. Who you wanna see? Come fuck around and then find out. you for ransom. I should hold you for ransom.
The GPS signal has been lost.
I never let none of you close to me. I'm in the cut like I'm supposed to be. The ones that betrayed me had love for me, or so they told me. They're making it hard, taking it back to the old me. Don't play with the Reaper. You can pay for what you sold me. Bad man, all you fears to watch his movies. Just don't cross the line, cause things get moody. Share my loot, my time, I find out men them use me. Man put money on my head, I feel like Uzi. It happens to be, if it happens to me, then the tragedy feels much worse. And I passionately believe that these reasons will one day be my hearse. I casually see I'm a casualty, and I promise I feel like I'm cursed. Whoa. Don't let them see I was bringing you down, you gotta act like it don't hurt. Yeah. It's so hard not to act reckless, so young but I'm feeling restless, yeah. It's so hard not to act reckless, but I'm young and I'm feeling restless, yeah. Coming to worse and it's coming back round for you.
Going ghost in a phantom. Try to hit your line, but no answer. I should hold you for ransom. I should hold you for ransom. Going ghost in a phantom. Try to hit your line, but no answer. I should hold you for ransom. I should hold you for ransom.
I've been riding by myself, got me feeling like a ghost. I ain't never need your help, I just feel you do the most. Losing friends, gaining enemies, why they wasting all my energy? Why they gotta act so fake on me, and all they talk about is loyalty. I ain't got time for it, cause this is where I draw the line. You ain't know if I'm in peace, still on the seat there's a piece. Out of sight, out of mind, I'ma take what's mine. Put it all on yourself, and I can't blame no one else, it figures. But now I watch who I move with. Watch it. The smaller the circle, the better. Yeah. It's easy. Yeah. There's no more problems to settle. I'm looking down on you now, know there's different levels. Yeah. It's so hard not to act reckless. So young, but I'm feeling restless. Yeah. It's so hard not to act reckless, but I'm young and I'm feeling restless. Yeah. Coming to worse and it's coming back round for you.
Going ghost in a phantom. Try to hit your line, but no answer. I should hold you for ransom. I should hold you for ransom. Going ghost in a phantom. Try to hit your line, but no answer. I should hold you for ransom. I should hold you for ransom.
Okay.
Sweet whānau, we're back on here down at Te Koutu Marae. We've got Tyre Hall versus Chase Cameron. And Chase up by 2. This is the finals of our yellow belts. So you can see Chase here in side control. So what he'll look to do here is move to a more dominant position where he gets points, which would be a mounted position. And our boy on bottom, what he will try to do is lock back up that guard. So Chase here moving into a knee on belly position. He's going to look to slide that knee across, and now he's back down into the side control position. So every point here is given after 3 seconds of holding. So Chase will need to move to a more dominant position for 3 seconds before he's awarded those points for the mounted position. You can see Tyre Hall here. He's trying to bridge and roll, create some space so he can lock back up that guarded position. And Chase here doing a really good job of dropping pressure. He's going to try and lock that arm at the moment, and he gets the submission. So Chase by submission. Great job by both boys.
Kia ora whānau, tāwharau mohi tēnei. Been doing jiu-jitsu for about 9 years. Very stoked to be in the commentary team. But let's look straight into this match. We have Tama Allen on mount, and then we have another young fella, Taylor Seep. As you can see, Tama is sort of in a S mount, trying to look for the armbar or the triangle. And Taylor is looking to defend that arm, make sure that he doesn't get that arm fully extended. There he goes, stands up. Good hustle. Here we try and go for the Uchimata. Unsuccessful there, but still remains on top. Nice. Now you can see that Tama's trying to pass, where Taylor's trying to control his posture. Oh, he's there in a deep armbar, he's there. Tom Allen's got that dog though. Kāreia mo te tuohu. There he's trying to switch to a close triangle, but just lost it. Now they return back to the guard position. He's still trying to hunt that armbar. Nice. Good. Now Tama wants to stay in this top position, past position. Oh, there he goes for his arm. That's deep, whānau, and that's a tap. What a fight. What a fight that was from these young up and coming beasts. Oh, awesome. We have Tama Allen. I remember Tama Allen, he was training, he was about 5, 6. I think he's just intermediate at the moment, maybe just starting high school. And just like to mention or give acknowledgements to our sponsors. They have played a big part in the support for our competition, for our memorial competition for Hakaraia. Our sponsors being Rotorua Trust, Grassroots Trust, Te Arawa Whānau Ora, Ngāti Whakaue Tribal Lands, Ki Aroha ki te Tangata, Mana ki Ora, Patua te Taniwha Charitable Trust, Mana Social Services, and on the outer partial sponsor event. So all of these sponsors and many more other sponsors have played a big part in the building and the establishment for this comp that we can run smoothly as today. Look at us now, we're commentating on these competitions. Oh, wait. And so it's awesome to see that how far we have come as a small organization, relatively new in this space, and to have it in front of our beautiful marae of Te Koutu, of Tumahaurangi. Man, awesome. What a time to be alive. What a time to be grateful. You know. Here he's going for a Ezekiel choke. Fist in Ezekiel choke. From the bottom guard. We have on the bottom. Waiora Motutere. Waiora Motutere in the grey, and Isaac Waru in the black. Like Isaac, like Tama, him and Isaac have been competing and training since they were 4 or 5. You know, now they're growing together, and look, Tama Allen on the side helping his teammate. Isaac wants to look to pass. He wants to keep that headlock position, fight the legs with his hand, with his free hand, and look to pass into side control. Then he will establish his 3 points once you pass. Where Waiora wants to look at holding him into their guard or establish his own grips where he can start to sweep and start to come on top. So Waiora wants to control that. There you go, a good head position. As he controlled his posture, he was able to sweep him over and establish the top position, but very quickly he did lose that top position. Now Isaac needs to watch out for that arm. If he gets that arm out, he needs to posture up. If he stays postured down, he might be in trouble with a triangle. Wilder's looking at trying to get that left leg around his head, or he can go for an armbar from this position. Nice. Now Isaac needs to sit up. Sit up. Needs to watch his arm. There it is. There's an armbar there for Waiora. Back to the triangle. And they're going to reset. So once you go out of bounds, you reset. The person who was attacking the submission, he gets 2 points. Oh. Well, usually, once you're in a submission, if you go out of bounds, you get 2 points because you had to stop in that moment. Now we have Waiora, and that's the time. So Waiora had a good opportunity to climb to the back and take the back position. But here we have Waiora winning by 8 points, and what an awesome match that was. Very fun. Yeah. Hōnau, tēnei ka mihi atu ki a tātou katoa i tēnei ata, i tēnei rangi whakahirahira. Tēnei te whakatairanga i te oranga o tātou te iwi Māori, o tira tātou te arawa, nā iwi katoa o tēnei motu. Nō reira tēnei ka mihi ki a koutou e whakarongo mai ana ki te reo motuhake a tāwharau i tēnei wā. Anei, a kua nei ka eke nā tokorua nei i te taha o te whero ko Hakaraia, ko tērā atu e mau ana i te kikorangi, ko TK o Tai Kōpai, e nei toa e rua. Ka pai. What a scramble whānau. So you have Hakaraia, he just pulled guard. And you want Tai, he's looking to pass, he's looking to control their position, make sure he doesn't get caught in an armbar. Hold his arm. Nice. Hakaraia's coming on top. Good movement by the two. Now Tai needs to watch out. If he keeps circling and he holds their position, there is a submission called the head and arm triangle. As you can see, his arm is in with his head and it's locked up in a triangle position. But he managed to free, and now they'll return back to the guard position. I roto i te reo Māori ko te taukati, tēnei nohoanga. Ko tā Hakaraia e whai ana i te here ringa. He here ringa. Ka pai. I tutuki ai te putanga a Tai, mai taua here ringa. Ko tānei nei he tauhipa. Man, high level these boys. Very high level. Nei tēnei nohoanga taukati, ko Tai kei raro, ko Hakaraia kei runga. Ka pai ko tā Hakaraia he noho tū, ko tā Tai he mau i tana nohonga, kia kore ai ia e noho tū. Ka pai Hakaraia going for an armbar again, he here ringa anō, ko tāna he takahuri whakaroto. Ka pai. Here he is with the K-guard, looking at establishing the back take, kiss of the dragon. And he comes up on top, he should secure 2 points. So those of you that might not be aware, each position you get awarded points for a takedown. If you establish a takedown or a tackle, some people you get 2 points. This position right here is a half guard. If you pass this half guard, you also get points. 3 points. 3 points of the passing. If you land on a mount position, you get another set of points, 4 points. And that's how you get a winner, really. Or the overall winner is if you get a tap. Here he is trying to pass this half guard, using his leg as another arm, and he passes over, goes for the armbar. Tai successfully escapes, and that is time. What a match. What a match that was. And they go in overtime. Here Tai shoots for a double and he's successful. O tēnei ka mihi ki enei tokorua. Enei tokorua kaha ki te whakapau wera, ki te whakapau kaha. You might only see this match, but this is years and years of training to get to this level, you know. So really big ups and acknowledgements to them. Tai, kōpai, up and coming MMA fighter from Oliver MMA. No, tēnei ka mihi ki a kōrua o tira ki a tātou e whakarongo mai ana, hei mātaki mai ana i tēnei rangi a tāhua. How many watching? 35 people, wow. Koutou, kua katahi anō, kua hono mai, ko tāwharau tēnei. Tēnei ka mihi hoki ki o tātou kai whaka whanake, kai whaka tautoko, nā sponsors, One Foundations, Rotorua Trust, Grassroots Trust, Te Arawa Whānau ora, Ngāti Whakaue Tribal Lands, Kia oroha ki te tangata, Mana ki ora, Patua Te Taniwha Charitable Trust, Mana Social Services, and all our other sponsors that have played a big hand. This next two we have in the red Ava Rose, and in the yellow we have Grace. Wēnei kōtiro kaha. And they are in the orange belt division. Here we have Ava Rose looking at establishing her guard, establishing a triangle. She's grabbing the foot, cutting the angle, hopefully cutting the angle. What Grace wants to do is posture up, try and posture up, either pull one of her arms out of the guard where she's not in any trouble for a choke, or establish that knee on the puku or on the stomach and rotate, hopefully pulling her arm out. It's a tough position, this triangle, and there we have good triangle. Man, these young kids are something to watch out. Awesome. Here we have Isaac Waru and Taylor again. Isaac quick on the front. Oh, quite aggressive that Isaac. He's got to watch out. 2 points for the takedown for Taylor. Isaac wants to look at closing his guard, not let him pass. Taylor should get the pass guard sweep. Or passing of the guard, sorry. Isaac's looking at trying to hold him in some guard position. Isaac needs to keep swinging out so his head pops out. We have a modified Kaiser for Taylor. So Taylor's got him in a modified Kaiser. Looking at squeezing. Isaac wants to pop that head out, so he does regain the back. If he can manage to pop that head out, he'll be able to get that back control and be in a much better position. Or Taylor can... Oh, here we go. Isaac needs to pop that head out. Put his hooks in. Still in the stalemate position. And they're gonna reset. They're gonna reset from the middle. Here you have Machu pulling them into the middle. Same position. Isaac still needs to pop their head out. Where I think Taylor can pay to pass the guard. He may burn his arms out, but man, they're young. Isaac's got he's got good hooks in. It's not letting him pass. He just needs to pop their head out and he'll have a back control. That's it, stay on the top. Stay on the top, there he goes. Pop their head out, push the elbow, push the elbow. Now you find you find Isaac reversed him to the top position. He's in top position now. Pulled his head out. Now he's looking at controlling the back. Nice, good work from Taylor for not sitting and scrambling into a better position like this. With them guard position now, Isaac wants to control the posture. Taylor wants to posture up so his chest is high, head is high, and he can start to establish his grips. Isaac going for a head and arm triangle. Unsuccessful on the triangle attempt. Head and arm triangle attempt. However, they get to restart in the same position in the middle. Man, big shout out to all the whānau that made it here today, just to support our kaupapa. Here we have Isaac trying to break that grip so he can establish an armbar from bottom. He goes back to guard. And that's time. Good hustle from these boys. Awesome hustle. Oh. Watagi Isaac. Oh we. What an awesome match. What an awesome day. Our next match, Hakaraia and Ty. Hakaraia in the purple, Ty in the blue. Where you seen Hakaraia shoot for a double leg and Ty quickly a reverse into a mount. It's high level stuff, whānau. It's very high level. Now we have Ty on mount. Alright, gonna make way for the tuakana. Lance, thank you very much. Tēnei ka mihi atu ki a koutou katoa. Kia ora.
Kia ora whānau, we're back at the action. Lance Campbell tōku ingoa. As you've seen, there's some incredible talent going on here. And this fight here looks like he's got a kimura. Not quite finishing, he's on top, maintaining that top position. Alright. He's switching to an armbar. And you'll see our young boy from HT is doing a good job keeping his arms in nice and close. There we go, he's out of that. He's got to watch the armbar here. Stay on top. If he can pass those legs. He wants to get both his arms underneath and then pass the legs. He's got to be careful. Here's the armbar. And that looks like it's in pretty deep. He's still in danger here. You can see he's holding his hands to defend the armbar. He's done a good job to escape that. Alright, so a few scrambles going on here. been awarded 3 points for a guard pass, and you can see he's trying to solidify the position there. Okay, so somewhat in a half a gap position we are now. So ideally, that's it. He wants to move his hips, gets to his side, create a bit of space. Nice, you can see he's trying to get leg control. If you can wrestle up, perfect. His arm is in danger again. And you can see that it's quite tight, that is. His arm is fully extended. Okay, looks like he won the match. Yep. That was a very nice armbar. Well done to those two fighters. Alright, amazing talent going on here today, whānau. Some incredible talent. And you can see it by the celebration from all our whānau that are here to support and watch all our competitors. Let's not forget, this event is about whanaungatanga, manaakitanga, and remembrance, of course, the Hakaraia Wilson Memorial Grappling Tournament. Okay, we've got Ava Rose Kotai King and Helen Wilkins coming on. This, I know Ava is a very active competitor, and I'm sure Helen is also, so this will be a tightly contested match here. Ava in the yellow and Helen in the blue and black. Right, referee Machu calling them on. Okay. And you'll see they're contesting for that head control. Alright, Ava switching. She attempted the legs. Okay, this is a very important part of the battle. Who can pick up 2 points on the takedown? So you'll see that it's hand fighting, it's head control, it's trying to off balance, or a combination of all of them. Right, they're tied up here. Ava attempts a leg trip, and unfortunately she gets taken down as a result. So she's 2 points down. Right, I know Ava's got a very good guard. She's got a very active guard, so don't be surprised if you see her switch to triangle or arm bar. You see she's trying to control the hands there, and Helen's attempting to open the guard. So for Helen, it's posture, head up and framing off the hips. Ava's doing a good job to hold the head. Okay, Ava's got to try and stop the guard pass now. Alright, we're back to that guard position. Alright, whānau, while we're here, it's none of this would have been possible, obviously, without our sponsors. And so a big shout out to One Foundation, our major sponsor here. We have a number of other incredible sponsors which are also here supporting this amazing kaupapa, Rotorua Trust, Grassroots Trust. Back to the action. Okay, this is an open guard position, so Helen's trying to get past the legs, while Ava is attempting to sweep or get back to a standing position. Ooh, she's attacking the triangle here, and you'll see she's configuring her legs in such a way that she's controlling Helen's upper body. She's sort of inverting here. It looks like a very tight triangle. It's just whether or not she can finish. Helen's doing a good job. She's controlling her arms and stopping the arm bar. But her biggest issue at the moment is the control around her head and shoulders that Ava has with the legs. So, believe you me, this is very tight for Helen, and she'll be breathing through a straw to some degree. Okay, so that's gone off the mat. Let's see where our referee Machu restarts it. Okay, he's awarding the 2 points to Ava for the near submission, which is what the rule set says, and restarting from standing. So, good call, good decision. And here we go again from standing. So the girls are, oh, nice. She switches to a single, didn't quite get it. Right, so no points to over for that. But Helen, as a result, has managed to finish a mount. So I believe, yes, Helen was awarded with the 4 points. Okay, so 6-2. They'll both be conscious of the time. All right, she's got to be careful of the arm here. Helen's doing a good job, and she straightens the arm, finishes with an armbar. Amazing match for these two incredible young ladies. Just there, we saw a huge double leg takedown. Well done, Helen. Great match. Well done, Ava. Okay, back to our amazing sponsors. Te Arawa Whānau, Ngāti Whakaue Tribal Lands, Ki Aroha, Ki Te Tangata, Mana Ki Ora. Without all these incredible sponsors, none of this would have been possible. So we tautoko to you all. And if you're around whānau, please come down. There's a lot going on outside of the fights. We've got hauora stands, we've got miri, we've got lots going on for the rangatahi. Okay, moving back to the action, we've got Theo Sakar and Urban Bell. I think this is going to be an incredible match also. Okay, two very active competitors, a lot of experience. You see they're sort of contesting for that head control there. It's just weird. Ooh, nice sort of slide by Theo, but he didn't quite get there. Okay. They definitely have a strategy. And for Theo, it looks like he was trying to get that head control, slide by to the back or possibly to the legs. Right, more hand fighting going on for head control position and control. Oh, nice. It was an outside leg trip. He gets the 2 points as a result for the takedown. Okay, repositioning back to the middle again. We've got incredible referees today. These boys are lucky to have Machu there, a phenomenal competitor himself, represented at the Worlds multiple times. And so they are in very good hands here. Theo trying to pass the guard. Okay, Urban Bell's doing a good job to tie up Theo's arm. He'd be looking to sweep or attack a submission, but you see Theo's doing a good job there to keep him really tight, to keep his foot jammed in and his hips from moving. So I suspect Theo will try and step over this knee. You can see he's trying to control the foot. There he goes. Steps over. Can he get the guard pass? Not quite. Urban's doing a good job to retain guard there. Theo's got both his feet locked up, so Urban's got to be careful he doesn't get mounted here. Yeah, looks like Theo's climbing his way up. That's half guard now. Okay, nice pressure from Theo there. The keys to possibly escaping this for Urban is, if he's got the far side underhook, he needs to get to his side, which he has. So if he can get to his side, possibly work to a sweeping opportunity. He's got to be careful here. Knee cuts coming through. Is he going to come up? Okay, bit of a scramble. Oh, nice cartwheel attempt. Urban stuffs that. They're playing open guard here. So a lot of work that's going on here, and it looks like Theo's just been awarded the points. Okay, for the guard pass. All right, this looks like a very good opportunity for Machu to reset that. In the meantime, let's go back to our amazing sponsors, Manaaki Ora, Patua Te Taniwha Charitable Trust, Mana Social Services, on the outer, amazing and incredible support from all our sponsors. All right, we're back to the action. And it looks like Theo's going to try and transition across the mount. You see, slide that right knee up there. Not quite a knee ride, so he won't get the points. Looks like he will attempt it. Yep, the knee's sitting there. He's got to clear Urban's underhook arm. Urban's doing a good job to defend. Alright, looks like they're switching to a Kimura grip. There he goes. He's possibly to an armbar, but Urban's done a good job to defend that. And there's a bit of a scramble. Theo attacking the arm. And Urban doing a good job to keep his arm closed. It's extended, and it looks like he might have got a tap. Yep, that's the end of that match, and the winner should be Theo. Okay, incredible match, boys. Well done. Celebrated by all our supporters there. Incredible day, whānau. Again, if you're around, you should try and come down here. There's a lot going on down here. There's whānau order, there's midi, there's a lot happening for the kids with the bouncy castles. It's about whanaungatanga, manaakitanga, and the remembrance of our boy Hakaraia Wilson, who's allowed us to bring all this together. All right, we've got now Tama Allen coming on, and Waiora Motutere. I know Tama's a very active competitor, and I suspect Waiora is as well. Let's see how this match pans out. But before we do, we've got Machu doing a bit of vacuuming. Yep, we've got to do the vacuuming whānau before the next match. And even a highly acclaimed competitor like Machu can do the vacuuming. You only see that on the marae whānau. Here on our amazing Aotearoa at Koutu Marae, Rotorua, and it's all about the sun shining today and the incredible vibe here. So if you're around, please come down. It's not just about the jiu-jitsu, but you will be entertained, believe you me. We've got some incredible performances. There's rangatai all the way through to our adults competing today, and you will be impressed. So if you're around Rotorua, come down, enjoy all these matches, and be entertained. But again, we've got a lot of other stuff going on. We've got just down the road at the park, we've got all the bouncy castles for all the kids. There's a heap of stuff going on down there. There's food stalls. Come down to Koutu Marae. Koutu Marae, we're here. You can't miss us. We're on the Aotearoa, and you'll see we've got the big marquee set up. So jiu-jitsu on the Aotearoa. Okay, we're switching out referees here. Again, we are blessed to have so many. Nope, we had Anaru Grant, but he's been relieved again. Again, we're blessed to have so many incredible referees here with accolades that stretch from regionals all the way through to world champions. And without them, you know, it would be hard to officiate such an incredible tournament. So, aside from all the individuals and their whānaus being represented here, we have all our iwi, our hapu, and communities from all over Aotearoa. So please come down. It's an incredible day. We're going to be here for a little while as our matches will stretch through to this afternoon. Okay, yes, we have switched out referees, and we have Anaru Grant here. Again, a highly acclaimed competitor himself. These boys are in very good hands, And there's one thing about all the referees we've got, majority are active competitors. Okay, so the contest for the takedown. Let's see where these boys go. Again, there's a lot of hand fighting and head control happening. All right, we sit to a guard position here. Now, you've seen guard throughout all the matches. Guard is an offensive position, so we can look for either a sweep or a submission from the bottom. Okay, he's got to be careful of his arm. Yes, he's going to find himself in a triangle position here. And he's just been told by the referee not to pull the head. So that's one of the rules for this age group. You can't pull the head down. So again, we've got terrific experience with our referees on the match. And they guide these young fellas. Now it's whether or not Tama can get out of this tight position here. And believe you me, you're breathing through a straw in these positions. So he's got a bit of work to do. Can be done. He's just got to be patient. Yeah, look at that head posture. Perfect. So he's attempting to get out of this. Not easy. He's got to be careful of his arm being straightened out there with an armbar, and there it goes there. Can he pull his elbow? He's out. Amazing. The ability for him to get out of that was incredible. Okay, so Tama's playing guard on the bottom now, and we've got Whānau inside Tama's guard, which is a reversal of where we just were. And you'll see he's got an open guard. He's playing an active guard there, so don't be surprised to see armbar, submission, or triangle too. Here comes the leg. He's going to look to switch that over the head. Right, Wilder's doing a good job to keep his elbows from preventing Tama's leg coming over the head. Alright, he's attempting to escape that guard. Can Tama put him back in guard? Oh, nice reversal there. A very highly contested match. Okay, that's being repositioned. The referee's being repositioned back into the middle of the match. It looks like the score is 2-2 with 1:40 odd to go. All right, here we go. Now, both these boys have got very active guards, so sweeps and submissions you can expect. They're very mindful of where their arms are because they can be attacked from that guard position. You see Tama's keeping his elbows on the inside of Waiorda's legs, and that's a very good way to protect your arms. Got to be careful when he lengthens those arms. As long as they're inside of the thighs, he's going to be okay. He's doing a good job to keep his head up. And Wilder's doing a terrific job to maintain that guard position. You see he's climbing his legs there. So expect an armbar attempt or possibly triangle. When you've got an active guard like that, he's just biding his time to attack a submission. And in most cases, from this guard position, in this age group, it's armbar or triangle. So again, very active guard. He's got good head control. Wilder's got good head control, stopping the guard pass. He's got to be careful. Tama's got to be careful of the armbar. He's going to watch that leg coming over the head because his arms, both his arms are in deep. It's that top leg of Waiorda's potentially. Well, he's possibly got triangle, but it's the armbar. Tama is like an escape genius. Huge transitions happening here. Okay, and that's the time. Looks like we're going to go to Golden Point. Okay, a lot of... Yeah, Wilder... Yep, he has a view. Obviously, these kids put a lot into it. So it's 2-2. You go to Golden Point, and it means the first person to score points wins. Now, let's see how this plays out. Both these kids want to win. So any takedown where the opponent can put your bum back or side on the ground will pick up 2 points. He attempts the legs, Wilder scrambles. Okay, this is a no scoring position at this point. So for Tama, he needs to escape that leg. Alright, we're repositioning the fight back to the middle, and it'll be a half guard position. For Tama to win, he needs to escape that leg. Control for 3 seconds, and for Waiora, he ideally wants to sweep from here. Let's see where this goes. Okay, so Tama's attempting to get that leg out between Waiora's legs. Not quite. Wilder's doing a good job to keep his ankle. Ooh, he's switching to the armbar. There it is. That happened so quick. That happened so quick, and it's like lightning, whānau. There was nothing going on until there was. Tama takes the win on that. Well done to both boys. That was a fiercely contested battle. Wilder, you did an amazing job. So don't be disappointed with that. Okay, again, it's not just about the jiu-jitsu whānau, it's about whanaungatanga, manaakitanga, and the remembrance of our boy Hakaraia, who's brought us here all today. Also about the hauora, about suicide awareness, and of course about whānau. You know, and we've got an amazing whānau kotahitanga, kaupapa going on here today. So please, if you're around, come down, be part of this. It's something very special. It's on our marae down here at Koutu, on the Aotearoa. You can't miss us. Right, moving on, we've got the next two. And both these boys come from the Oliver teams. Okay, Oliver South and Browns Bay, looks like it. No, sorry, HT. All right, we've got Hakaraia and Ty. Ty from HT and Hakaraia. All right, Ty's in the black and blue. He's attempting to pass that guard there. Hakaraia's not making that easy. He's just about past. Can he control? Hakaraia's doing a good job to invert and stop the guard pass. Alright, we've got a reverse position. Can't quite see whether he's got an arm in there, but definitely got the head caught between the legs. Alright, the referee stopped that. It'll be repositioned back in the middle. Okay, restart. Hakaraia's been awarded the 2 points. And he manages to get his head out. And Ty's got to be careful of that arm. Right, we're looking at Kimura here, possibly armbar. Nope, he's transitioning to the back. Alright, now he's attempting to get both legs in there. Ty's doing a good job to keep that back take away. Alright, Ty's ended up on top. Nice reversal of positions there. See, Ty's been awarded 2, so we're up 2-2 here. It's a tie so far. Yeah, there's a lot happening here. You can see these boys fighting for hand position. Hakaraia's playing an open guard position here, and he's managed to catch Ty in a triangle. Ty spot. So, switching to the armbar. Ty's got to be careful here. So, he's got to watch that arm. He's got to protect his arm. Okay, so it'll be interesting to see if we restart this or whether Araru gives him the 2 points for the attempted submission. Yep, he's restarting and he's given him the 2. All right, good call. And we restart this, and it's 4-2. Okay, the contest for the takedown. Oh, nice double. Switches to the double. There he goes. Picks up the 2 straight away. Super quick. Well done, Ty. It's 4-4 now, so let's see where this fight goes with 1:30 to go. All right, we've seen how dangerous Hakaraia is here from his close guard position. Ty's got to be careful. He's either got to have 2 arms in or 2 arms out. And okay, he's managed to stave that off. Watch the back. Nice entry to the back if he can get it. That was a terrific transition. And now he's here in a head and arm choke. And he's got the leg out. So he's going to attempt to finish him, head and arm. He'll pick up the 3 for the guard pass. And this is all moving relatively quick. But you can see as a result, Hakaraia picked up a lot of points in that transition, which now takes it up to 9-4. Okay, 9-4, 40 seconds to go. So Ty wants to look to pass. You can step over the knee and mount. There it is, not quite. If you can stay on top. So, a bit of a scramble here. Ty's got his leg entangled. Okay, Hakaraia's picked up another 3 points as a result of that transition. And he's now looking to mount. Ty comes up. And knee cuts through. Can't quite get the guard pass. He does pick up 2. Right, this is non-stop. And that ends the match. It looks like Hakaraia will take the win there, which he does. Again, incredible fight. And this is the level of our rangatahi today, whānau. You've got to understand that the sport of Mamo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, is only developing at a rate of knots, and a lot of our rangatahi now are starting at a young age, 3 to 5, all the way through. So some of these kids stepping on the mats are extremely experienced, and you can see that in their displays. Again, none of this possible without all our amazing sponsors. Our major sponsor today, One Foundation. You need to come down here and have a look, whānau. It's incredible. We move on. We've got Grace Christensen and Helen Wilkins. Helen we saw a little bit earlier, so this will be an interesting fight. All right. We have changed our instructors here. We have Kātete here, who's our referee, sorry, not instructors. All right, this is common. We see this head clinching and hand fight battle. You'll more than likely see the girls start to switch to the legs at some point. There we go, single. Trying to pick up a single each. And then trying to win this inside battle with the either the ties or the underhooks. This can be an exhausting process, this stand-up part, even before they get to the ground. And all these athletes are very conditioned. Ooh, what's the hip toss? Leg across, maybe? Not quite. And then Helen takes that from the back and she'll pick up the 2 points. All right, and she transitions to mount. In order to get the points from the ground, you've got to maintain that control for 3 seconds, which Helen does, and you'll see the ref awarded her the 4 points. Doesn't look like they've come up on the board yet. Okay, bit of a reversal, and Grace first finds herself in the setup to a triangle. You can see she's hiding her arm, but Ellen's pulled that across, so she's got to be mindful of the arm as well as the triangle, so the triangle choke. I'll be more concerned about the arm at this stage, but It looks like she's okay there. Alright, Grace is doing a good job to protect the arm. And Helen doesn't quite have that angle on the triangle. There, she's taken the arm and she gets the win. Right, just quick. Terrific job. Terrific job. You'll see the amazing respect. Good job to both girls. And that's how quick it happens. The amazing respect and sportsmanship these all of our athletes show. You know, it's not easy. They make it look easy. They work hard. Obviously, they have their own expectations as well as the expectations of others that they're mindful of. So it can be quite tough when you don't get the results you want. But the fact of the matter is that these girls don't stop here. They are tough, and they'll be back to the gym working on any of those, let's say, holes in their game. Okay, before this match starts, we are again acknowledging our amazing sponsors, Rotorua Trust, Grassroots Trust, Te Arawa Hauora, Ngāti Whakaoe Tribal Lands, Ki aroha ki te tangata as we move these boys on. And we've got Urban Bell and Lincoln here. So we fought Urban fight a little bit earlier from Fest Jiu-Jitsu. Okay, again, hand fight, head control, the imbalancing, all of it combining or attempting to get a takedown. It's got a physical part to the game, the takedown. Failed arm drag there, but very good option. Yeah, so very physical, the stand-up side, and of course it's taxing even before you get to the ground. But the idea is for either of these competitors to try and win that stand-up battle and pick up the 2 points. There we go, he switches to the single. Can he finish from here? Okay, we see the referee award the points. Looked like that went to Lincoln. Okay, referee Katete is going to restart this in the middle of the mats. Again, our referee Katete, a competitor himself, achieved a lot of accolades in the sport, and therefore these boys are in good hands here. We've restarted from this half guard position now, and Lincoln is attempting to get his leg out between Urban's, which is the half guard position. And he's got that instep there, allowing him to really drive the inside leg of Urban's to pull his other one out. But Urban's doing a good job there. You see he's turned his hips away. And Lincoln has just secured the mount, so you'll see 4 points being awarded to him. Well done. He's got terrific control there. Head and an arm control. So he's being very patient here. Let's see where he goes with this. He's switching to that key lock. Can he finish it there? Urban's doing a good job at defending that. It can be a hard position to finish from the mount position, but he's switching to a triangle here. And this is the maturity of these grapplers, these young fellas. They're competing round the clock, and they have a high level of experience under their belts already. She's trying to cut an angle, securing the leg, and that tightens up the triangle, and it looks like he finishes there. Terrific job from both these young men. Looks like Lincoln gets the finish and the win. Right, well done, Urban Bell. Great fight. Again, whānau, if you're around, come down. This is incredible. We've still got lots of fight action going on. We've got hauora stands out here. And remember, this is at our marae, Koutu, right here on the Aotearoa. It's incredible. You don't see this. So come down, enjoy the special day with us. There's lots going on for the kids. There's a park with all the bouncy castles that are happening at the moment, and you get to be entertained by all the jiu-jitsus going on. Looks like we're moving into a black belt match, and this looks like Benjamin Connor and Cossack Waka. Okay, yeah, this will be a very interesting match. Both guys very experienced black belts. We'll see how this one pans out and what the strategy is here. Okay, 6-minute match. Here we go. Okay, head control. And Koss switches to a 2-on-1. Very aggressive to start with. Looking for the takedown, and there it is. He should pick up the 2 points straight away. Right, now you see he's been very patient here. Good level of control. He's preventing the hip movement. He's taking his time here. Ooh, reversal maybe? Not quite. Nice attempt by Benjamin. He's now got to be mindful of his back here. Koss trying to take the back. Definitely has top position, and you probably look to see him solidify the position here. Yep, controlling hips. Alright, so we're playing half guard. So for Benjamin, he'd be looking to sweep or submit from there. And for Koss, he'd be looking to get his right leg out between Benjamin's to pass the guard. Again, at this level, it's all about the small movements, so sometimes they can happen quick, but you'll see these guys being very patient at times. There's a lot of pressure being applied, and there'll be definitely a submission view. It's just whether or not you can get to that point. So it's 2-0 to Koss at the moment. Again, Koss, very experienced competitor, 2024 world champion in Japan. But both these guys are very experienced. Okay, he's got one hook in, 2. Can he get the points? Looks like yes, he's awarded the points for the back take. So Benjamin will just have to keep an eye on his neck at this point. He's doing a good job. You see he's doing the hand fighting there. He needs to try and get his hip to the ground and then clear one of Koss's hooks. If he can get his head to the ground, that'll be an advantage to Benjamin. Place the back of the head on the ground. Again, there's a lot going on here. Koss is trying to control the hands. You might see him attack the neck at some point, but at this point, yeah, you can see his right arm attacking the neck, and Ben's doing a good job there defending the neck. Alright, now Ben's trying to turn in. Alright, he's escaped the back. Great job there. We're back into this half guard position. He's playing a bit of a rubber guard here. Koss is really sitting in on that half guard, preventing Ben from moving. You see he's controlling his head there to stop him sort of straightening out to create space. And you see Koss's right arm intertwined between Ben's legs. That gives him a level of control. Ben can't move so easily. Yeah, this is what you'd expect of a black belt fight. Okay, very, very technical. The movements sometimes can be slow, but they are very deliberate. One mistake at this level could be the end of the match for someone. And Ben's got a left underhook there. If he can make that work, if he can get to his side more, he's got to be careful he doesn't get kimored on that side. Right, we're still 6-0 up and just under 2 minutes to go. Deep half guard. This can be a problematic position for Koss on top, but he's managed to stuff that. Quite possibly. Ben could wrestle up from here, but Koss is doing a good job with that underhook. Not quite. Nice attempt from Ben. Good scramble from Koss, and we're back to that turtle position. Again, Ben's got to watch the back take. See Koss doing a very good job to control Ben. So preventing Ben from rolling or moving. And he's always maintaining that top position. Right, he manages to get that leg out. And it looks like, yes, he's been awarded 3 points for the guard pass. Okay, so we're 9-0 up, 50 seconds to go. Koss maintaining good control of the position, but then Ben doing a good job to defend the attacks. He picks up another 4 here on the back take. Ben turns in, great escape. They'll be mindful of the clock. And he's attacking the neck here. Can he get it? Ben's doing a good job to defend. We've got 9 seconds to go. And there's the timer. So, amazing match, terrific match, super technical from these two black belts. Great way to kick it off for our black belts. And we should see Koss's hand raised there. There it is. Amazing fight. Well done, Koss. And well done, Ben. Terrific match. Highly technical match, which is what you'd expect for our black belts. Okay, the next fight coming on, Theo Saka. We've had Theo on here before. And we've got Lincoln Denon. Alright, both these boys, this should be a good match. Alright, both very active competitors. Okay, another quick shout out to our sponsors, Manaki Ora, Patua Te Taniwha Charitable Trust, as we head into this match here. Okay, straight away into that head clinch, head control. You can tell the experience level of these fighters by looking at the emotions on their face. You don't see a lot on these two, which tells me they have a lot of fights under their belts. And you normally see this at a high level, experience level, where they are very calm, even with the amount of pressure they've got when they go into these matches. Now, this is a final. So this will have an additional level of, let's say, pressure on these two boys. But you wouldn't think it by looking at them. All right, there's a big takedown there. Looks like he picks up the 2. Great takedown for Lincoln. Theo's doing a good job to wrestle up. Can he stay on top? And he picks up 2 as well. All right, terrific work. Looks like 2-2. Again, very close match with these two very experienced competitors, and you can see that unfolding in this match. Right, leg entanglement, and it looks like he's attacking the ankle lock, which at this level is the only submission you can attack on the legs. But Theo didn't appear to be fazed by that. He finds himself now in a sort of an omoplata triangle setup. Alright, he escapes that relatively easily. So, a number of sequences there, attacking sequences from Lincoln. They're back on their feet. Theo did a good job of picking up 2. And it's 2-2 as they go to the ground. Lincoln's attacking that single leg, the ankle lock there, doesn't quite have it. He's probably going to use that to transition to something else, possibly the back here. No, he's back on the ankle lock. Again, Theo doesn't seem to be fazed by this. And he's looking to roll possibly, if he can get underneath him, to Lincoln's back. Not quite. And they'll stop that there and reposition that back into the middle. Okay, highly contested match. Two very experienced grapplers here. Again, you can see by all the transitions and you know, the expressions on their face, a lot of experience. Right, Theo's playing bottom now. Let's see where he goes with this. Playing a sort of a half guard position. And most commonly you're looking to sweep from half guard, go from bottom to the top. There are a number of submissions Theo could attempt, but you see he's got an underhook there, so it sort of tells me potentially he's going to look to come back to the top. Maybe a wrestle up from the bottom. Yep, he's trying to there build a base on that right, it's gone now, right elbow. If he comes up, he should get the points if he stays on top. Not quite. He's got to control it for 3 seconds. Okay, a lot going on here, and definitely a lot of different submission attempts from Lincoln. Right, restarting that back to the middle. Again, whānau, if you're out Aotearoa, come down here, Koutu Marae, here on the Aotearoa. You can't miss us. We've got the big marquee out here. It's all about hauora. It's all about manaakitanga, kotahitanga, and these epic fights that are going on. All right, what have we got left? A minute left to go. Sweep attempt. He's using it to play to his close guard position. Right, 2-2. I'd say these boys will be glancing at the clock at some point because there need to be some urgency, otherwise it's going to go to golden point, and I don't think they'd want that. However, let's see what happens here. As the clock counts down. Theo attempting to open the guard here, needs to posture, needs to watch out for his arms. There. So they're out. He just needs to pass those legs. Lincoln has a very good guard retention. As they both do. Theo's doing a terrific job here to prevent the guard pass. Five seconds, 2-2. Is this going to go to golden point? It looks like it will. There it is. Now, we'll see some urgency here. These boys don't have the luxury of time here. It's the first person to score will win the match regardless of what the time is. So, let's see what happens. Yep, he's standing them up. Nope. Nope. I stand to be corrected. Okay, it's ended up 5-2 to Lincoln, so somewhere along the match, points were awarded, and Lincoln takes the match. Okay, amazing fight regardless, both very experienced competitors, and it's hard, you know, when you're fighting, you're fighting so hard and you don't get the results you want, but there's always another day. Well done, amazing. Right, next two, we've got a black belt fight coming up here. Anaru Grant, Jerry Stensness. Again, if you've been around the jiu-jitsu scene for any length of time here in Aotearoa, you'll know these two guys, both very active competitors at the top of the food chain when it comes to active black belts. So this one should be a barn burner. Jerry and Anaru. Jerry from Rogue, Anaru from Tukaha. All right, let's see where this goes. I can feel the heat on this already. All right. Who's deploying what strategy? Jerry historically, he sits the guard here. He normally starts very aggressively with his wrestling, but he's chosen to sit the guard here. Okay, again, very deliberate movements, sometimes not fast, but these guys try not to make any mistakes here. So you'll see Anaru trying to solidify his top position here. He's got to be careful of that underhook of Jerry's. Make sure he doesn't allow Jerry to come up. So you see Jerry securing Anaru's arm underneath there. Now he's trying to come up on that underhook. Alright, again, super technical match. We've got a knee cut, possibly for Anaru there, but Jerry's doing a good job to secure that ankle. Jerry's trying to get that left hand underhook, but you'll see Anaru's doing a good job. Jerry's squeezing that through. Okay, Anaru's got to be careful. Jerry's trying to get to his side. Alright, Anaru's doing a good job to keep him down. Ideally, to keep his shoulders, both shoulders on the ground. Keep Jerry's shoulders on the ground. And you'll see he's framing. Anaru's framing on his neck. That stops Jerry coming up, which kills his underhook sometimes. So, very technical battle here. No points have been scored at this point. And you'll see Anaru now, he's doing a good job. He's bringing his right knee to the sort of mount side. That flattens Jerry out. He's taking a breath or two there. Okay, so this can go either way. Jerry's in a very good offensive position, and so is Anaru. Again, one mistake could be the difference here. So very deliberate movements. And having a bit of a laugh and a chat to each other at the same time. This is what it's all about. You know, epic, fierce competition, but the respect and the kotahitanga, even in battle. Right, Anaru's doing a good job here. You see he's got his left hand there, real strong cross face. He's sort of somewhat talking Jerry's spine here. You know, ideally trying to put both Jerry's shoulders on the mat. Jerry's doing a good job to stay on his side. Alright, we're down to 3 minutes. Again, no points have been scored. Jerry staying on that half guard position. Right, while this is unveiling itself, we'll go back to our sponsors, Mana Ki Ora, Patua Te Taniwha Charitable Trust, Mana Social Services, and it looks like we've got a transition. No, we're back to half guard, so no points scored. And of course on the outer, all our amazing sponsors that have made this possible today. Without you, obviously we wouldn't be here, so big tautoko to you both. Looks like we've got a transition, possibly mount. Anaru picked up 3 points on a guard pass just in that transition. Couldn't quite get the mount, but with 3 points up to Anaru, and we got 2 minutes left in the match. Don't be surprised, this goes back to the middle. Now, when they reposition, they've got the ref has to try and start them from the same position they left. So it should be a half guard or quarter guard position they start from. And you see the experience of Anaru's telling him it's the other side. So this is the experience I was talking about. Two highly acclaimed competitors here. Amazing to watch these guys compete here in Rotorua on our art tier. This is very special. The whole kaupapa is. Okay, Jerry's staying on that single there. Again, Anaru's doing a good job to keep that left hand frame on Jerry's neck, which stops him coming up. We have 1 minute 20 left to go, and we're 3 points up to Anaru Grant. Jerry's doing a good job. I think he senses the urgency here. And you'll start to see Jerry move a lot, I think, as we count down. Anudu glances across. Again, that's when you know you've got a experienced competitor when they look at the clock. Right. Now he's got the underhook on Jerry. Jerry's got to watch the arm. And he finishes with the arm bar. Beautiful. Amazing finish. Amazing fight. Jerry picks up a bit of claret on the way through. And we see his arm raised. The winner, Anudu Grant. And of course, an amazing fight by Jerry. Epic to see these guys go at it here on our Te Koutu Marae. Again, you see the sweat. You know, although the movements sometimes aren't fast, they are deliberate, and there's a lot of pressure being applied. So, yeah, incredible match there. Are we still on? All right, Wharahuia and Tommy here. Okay, Wharahuia, he was at the Worlds in Japan, 2025. Saw him over there. Lance Campbell, by the way. Aroha mai. I didn't introduce myself earlier, but he was there. And again, you know, there's a lot of experience here, even on our tier. We've got regional, Māori, New Zealand, Pan-Pacific, Oceania, and world champions here on these mats today. Yes, here in Rotorua on our Te Koutu Marae. Come on down, whānau, if you're around. Nice arm drag there. Didn't quite get the back. Okay, the contest for the takedown. The fight for the takedown. This can be quite a taxing process trying to win this takedown in before you get to the ground, but these guys, you can see the switching between head control, arm control and the legs, combining everything at some points, and then trying to maintain balance or take their opponent off balance. So that's the conundrum. Single leg, not quite. Now he's going to the snap down. He gets the two. And he's right in the air to, looks like an anaconda choke. And that finishes it. And it can happen just like that, whānau. Well done. That was Tommy Duffy, who takes the win. And Wharahuia, an epic match with those two. Right, looks like we've got another black belt fight here. You saw Jerry just have his match. He's coming back onto the mats with Anudu, so not much rest for him. He's fighting Benjamin. Again, two black belts, two very experienced grapplers. And let's see what the approach is here. Again, Jerry in the past has normally taken an aggressive wrestling style strategy. But you see in his match against Aotearoa, he sat the guard, so it'll be interesting to see how this one evolves. Benjamin, who had a terrific match himself with Koss earlier, so this will be the bronze medal match, and we can look to see Aotearoa and Koss in the final. Okay. Just again, the reason why we're all here, whānau. This is about whanaungatanga, manaakitanga, and the remembrance of our boy Hakaraia, and why he's brought us all here today. It's been an epic celebration of all of those things. We've got hauora going on down here. We've got miri in our marae, Koutu Marae, here on the Aotearoa. Please come down if you're around. It's an amazing event. Also, we've got all the activities for the kids who are sitting down the park just around the corner, and they've got the bouncy castles and all that sort of stuff happening down there, so there's something for everybody. But this is special, whānau. This is special. So please, if you're around, come on down. Again, none of this would have been possible without the support and assistance of our sponsors. Our major sponsor, One Foundation, a big tautoko to you. Thank you, whānau. Our other sponsors, Rotorua Trust, Grassroots Trust, Te Arawa Whānau Ora, Ngāti Whakaue Tribal Lands, Kia Aroha Ki Te Tangata, Manaaki Ora, Patua Te Taniwha Charitable Trust, Mana Social Services, and on the outer, again, all collectively have been behind on this kaupapa. So, a big tautoko to all of you. Right, here we go. So, the bronze medal match, our black belt match with Benjamin and Jerry. Let's see where this goes. To a very experienced black belts. And Jerry now, different approach, prepared to stand up. He's looking for the tie up there with the 2-on-1. Alright, bit of movement going on here. And Jerry's either going to look for that leg trip or possibly to pick up the legs, maybe. Benjamin's doing a good job. He's sort of chest over Jerry's head. He's got to be careful here for fireman's throw, possibly. He's attacking the neck. Alright, Jerry picks up the legs, and I think he should pick up the 2. He does. He picks up the 2. Okay, so now we'll probably start to see Jerry try and relieve himself of that arm, which he does, and he'll look to maintain the control there, preventing Benjamin from moving. Again, very deliberate when you're at this level. Sometimes the movements aren't fast. If they are, they're dangerous, and if they aren't, it's about control and slowly working towards a submission. So, a lot of pressure here. You'll see Jerry's right shoulder driving into Benjamin's face. I'm telling you now, that's not comfortable. And Benjamin's certainly not smiling. So, it can be, quite tough down there. I suspect Jerry will look to possibly a mount position knee on belly or go around to north and south. He's doing a good job to stop the reversal from Benjamin. Oh, he's attacking the arm now. So Benjamin turns to turtle. Looks like Jerry's got both arms in. Look to see him flatten Benjamin out and then potentially attack the neck, which he is. Not a great position for Benjamin. He's flattened him right out. He's attacking the neck now. And it looks like he finishes with the choke. Yeah, tough. Great fight. Great black belt match. Well done to Jerry. And well done to Benjamin. Jerry takes your bronze medal. Amazing fight, guys. Okay. Yep, a few big breaths. And a smile. This is the amazing thing about our kaupapa, our sport. Yeah, the friendships you make off the mat, the friendships you make on the mat, fierce in battle. All right, move back to a match here. Wharehuia and Tommy. This looks like they just fought recently with Tommy taking the win. Let's see what develops in this fight. Is Wharehuia going to try a different strategy? Ooh, nice arm drag. Not quite. Arm drag in the leg trip. Again, a contest for head control there. We're seeing Kolotas. Oh, it was an attempted flying armbar. Would have been nice if it come off, but not quite. Nice work, Wharahuia. And now he's playing this quarter guard to prevent Tommy from passing. Alright, so no points scored at this point. 0-0. And Tommy looks like he's passed. Is he going to control? Yes, he was awarded the 3 for the pass and quite possibly the mount here. And he's been awarded the 4 points for the mount. So we're 7 up to Tommy. And Wharehui's got a bit of work there. He's swinging side to side, trying to reverse Tommy. Tommy's done a good job to maintain that control. Now, Tommy probably won't want to be doing anything too crazy here. It'll be the control that he's looking after first. And you'll see him try and isolate an arm, possibly a key lock or armbar, possibly. He's pulling that arm up. Okay, he's back to mount. And he's really trying to come underneath one of Wharehuia's arms. Really trying to isolate one of the arms. He's got his hands connected like that S grip, and you sort of think sometimes that can be a Nogi Ezekiel choke, where Tommy will chop his forearm across Wharehuia's neck. That grip's gone now, so that won't be happening. Wharehuia's doing a good job to create space. Can he get his legs inside? Yeah, he's got looks like a head and arm choke being applied here, and he gets the tap. Alright, Tommy takes the win there. I think that was a head and arm. Looked tight anyway. And you see Wharehuia tap to that. Tommy's arm should get raised. Alright, great fight. Well done to you two. Okay, kia ora whānau. I'm now going to hand this over to Joe.
Hi guys, this is Joseph Barton, purple belt out of Oliver MMA and HT MMA. Here we have Waikura and Kylie. Waikura gets a takedown and is on top, looking to pass guard. Back to their feet. Looking for a good head control. Kylie pulls guard. From this position here, Kylie's looking to sweep and submit. Waikura's looking to pass guard and shut the space, stay tight. Looking for an armbar here, looks tight. Kylie escapes, stays on bottom. Just a big thank you to our sponsors. Major sponsor, One Foundation, Rotorua Trust, Grassroots Trust, Te Arawa Whānau. Waikura with the strong top control, looking to take the back here. She has one hooker. If she can get the other one, she gets 4 points. Yep, the points should be coming. There they are. Looking to get her forearm under the neck here to finish the fight. She looks like she's getting close. There it goes. Under, there's the tap. Waikura with the win. Beautiful. Thank you to more of our sponsors, Manaki Ora, Pātua Te Taniwha Charitable Trust, Mana Social Services, on the outer as well. That's a good roll there. Next we have Rehua Selwyn and Grant Marunui. I know both these boys, trained with both of them, both very good grapplers, so this will be a good one. Rehua Selwyn with the red band on, and Grant Marunui from Hori Tai. Here we go. Both boys looking to gain head control. Both very technical grapplers. Grant there, looking for the arm drag. This is one of the most important parts of the fight. If you can get the takedown, get on top, like Rehua is trying to get now. Good sprawl by Grant, who ends up on top. Trying to keep his hips on the ground. Rehua with a beautiful triangle. Looking to lock it up. He looks to have it here. Looking to get the arm across to cut off the blood going to his neck. There we go. Beautiful. Rehua Selwyn with the dub. Another big thanks to our sponsors, One Foundation, Rotorua Trust, Grassroots Trust, Te Arawa Whānau Ora, Ngāti Whakaue Tribal Lands, Kia Aroha Ki Te Tangata. Beautiful win there for Rehua. Fairly quick submission there. Next up, we have two black belts. This will be one of the higher level matches you'll see today. Cossack Waka, trained with him pretty much since I started in Jiu-Jitsu. Very good grappler. Taking on Anaru, world champion at brown belt. Phenomenal grappler as well, so this will be a good one. Crowd's getting into this one. Here we go. threatening the shot there. Both fighters looking for head control. Wrist control here from Kos. Ooh. Look to go behind. Anaru stops it. Good shot there by Kos. Gets the leg up. Looking to get a body lock with his underhook. Oh, beautiful, beautiful trip by Anaru. However, Kos ends up on top. Anaru 2 points up though. I think that was Uchimata. Beautiful. Starting back in the middle, same position. Time on. Anaru looking to climb up, look for a sweep to get on top or possible submission. Kos looking to stop him from doing that obviously, and pass guard, advanced position. There's the sweep he was looking for. Looked like he was using the sweep to set up his triangle choke. Cossack able to stop it, well aware of it. Cossack here, ooh, trying to get his knee in. Ooh. Almost got the sweep there. Both fighters back to their feet. Still 2-0 to Anaru. 3 minutes remaining. Fakes the shot there. Big reaction. There he goes. Good sprawl by Anaru. Backfighters back up. Once again, just a big thank you to sponsors, One Foundation. Again, both fighters looking for wrist control, head control. Good arm drag there by Kos. A minute 40 remaining. Still 2-0 Anaru. Kos of the shot. Anaru sees it coming. Back they go. Ooh. He's biting on those feints there. Faking the shot. There we go. Kos. Both fighters back to the middle. Kos has just over a minute to win this fight. Takedown will even it up. There we go. There it is. We're even. A minute. Oh. I think the time's off. Oh, there we go. 40 seconds. We're all even. 50. What's going on? 36 seconds here. All even. We'll head to a 2-minute overtime. However, there's a sweep and 2 points for Anaru. Cossack's got 20 seconds. If he can get a sweep and even it up, we'll be going to overtime. Otherwise, Anaru is 15 seconds away from a victory. Beautiful sweep there. Put him in position to win. And that will do it. Anaru Grant with the win from Tukaha. Excellent roll from both boys. Nice. Good to see. Once again, thank you to our sponsors, Grassroots Trust. Anaru gets the win in the final of the black belts. Under 100. Next match up, Waikura and Kylie. These girls just fought. Waikura got the win. Kylie has a chance here to redeem herself, get it back. Here we go. This is a potential match 2 out of 3. If Waikura wins it, she will get the gold medal. Kylie pulls guard. Good hair control. Looking for a sweep or submission. Beautiful hair control from Kylie. Looked like she was going for a guillotine there, now a triangle. Big thank you to our sponsors, Ngāti Whakaue Tribal Lands. 4 minutes 30 remaining. back to the middle. Waikura looking to pass guard, which would result in 3 points. Kylie here looking like she's going for a single leg X sweep. Which can lead to a potential ankle lock. However, she's abandoned that and is looking to pass guard, which she is very close to doing. Waikura recovers guard, half guard. Just over 3 minutes remaining. Thank you to our sponsors. Kia ora ki te tangata. Still nil here. Kylie looking to pass guard. Waikura doing a very good job of not letting her do that. Kylie's looking to threaten Kimura here on her left arm. Waikura doing a good job defending. Looking to threaten a back take here, which would result in 4 points for Kylie if she can get it. Ooh, she looks like she's going for the arm. That looks to be straight. Looks to be bending. Good defense by Waikura. Yep, defends the armbar very well. Yep. Solid sprawl, goes behind. One hook and two hooks. Off the mat they go. 4 points. First points of the match. Oh, sorry, no it's not. 7-0 now for Waikura. Back to the middle they go. Just over a minute remaining. Big thank you to our sponsors, Manaki Ora. Very dominant position here from Waikura, looking for the choke under the neck, that is. I think we might be seeing a finish here soon. Good defense though by Kylie. There's the tap. Beautiful win there. Rear naked choke. And that is the gold medal for Waikura Taiapa.
All right, kia ora whānau, back in the action. Ko Lance Campbell tōku ingoa. All right, we've got Garth Amrain and Grant Marunui. All right, both these guys know each other, have been active competitors over the years, so this will be a great fight. It'll be super technical. Garth shooting for the double. Picks up the 2. And Grant playing an open guard game there. Again, a good indication of how experienced these guys are is when you look at the facial expressions. And when there's not many going on, that would indicate that you've got a couple of very experienced grapplers, which these two both are. Okay, Grant is trying to prevent the guard pass. So Garth on top in the purple. Alright, just fine. Garth is fighting for control there. Grant's doing a good job. Possibly get a reversal there, not quite. Okay, so Garth will be slowly looking to control the position, and then he'll have an intent there in terms of the submission that he's looking for. And we've got the referee, Machu, standing in front of the camera right now. Move out of the way, Machu. There we go. All right, bit of action there. And looks like Grant's doing a good job to wrestle back up. Not quite. Grant's maintaining control of the back there. It's still it's only 2 points to 0 at the moment, with 4 minutes to go. Okay, you see Garth holding on to Grant's foot there with his left hand. That sort of stops Grant turning back into him. But they're ending up now in this half guard position. Okay, you see Garth, what he's doing there, he's triangling his legs. That prevents Grant pulling his leg out. It's more of a controlling position. You probably look to see Garth. Yes, he's transitioning to mount. He definitely wants to escape that half guard. So he'll take his time here. He's out of the guard. He's into mount now, so you should see a 4 and a 3 maybe. We definitely got the 4 points on the mount. Right, a lot of heavy pressure here from Garth. Grant's doing a good job to try and escape. You see he's looks like he's got his hands across to one side of the hip, or at least one leg. Okay, this is all about patience and waiting for mistakes. Grant's doing a good job. You can see him bridging right up there. He's going left to right. But Garth has got a very good, you see his inside, his right leg inside Grant's shin, which stops Grant executing that bridge and roll. Now, it would appear he's attacking the arm on the far side, a hidden arm. Can't quite see it. Again, attempting to bridge and roll. Grant's got to watch his arm there. His top arm, his right arm, potentially open for an arm bar. Okay, it's being reset back in the middle. And we were at 6-0 and 2 minutes to go. Again, amazing day here today, whānau. There's still a few fights to go, so if you want to come down, please come down. We're on the Aotearoa here at our amazing marae at Koutu, and we're having an incredible day. Right, back to the fight. Very solid mount there from Garth. Grant's doing a terrific job to try and escape. You see he's trying to push his hip and get his left leg flat, which will put Garth's leg in between his. But Garth is coming under now, Grant's arm, so it prevents him from doing that. That's an underhook. Again, makes it very difficult for Grant. And now Grant needs to be very careful of a head and arm choke here. So you see Garth walking his right hand up, which allows him to control the side of Grant's head and that arm, that left arm of Grant's. So he's got to be careful here because he's either got a head and arm potentially key lock. We might step over for a mounted triangle. Yeah, possibly key lock. This could be a challenging position for Grant to get out of here. He's doing a good job, by the way. He's going to step over. Not quite. Grant did a terrific job here. He's back to half guard now. So we've got 30 odd seconds left on the clock, and it's 6 to Garth. 6-0 to Garth. He looked like he picked up some guard passing points there as well. Right. We've got 15 seconds left to go. Let's see if Garth makes a run for a submission or whether he just maintains that mount position. Grant's definitely working hard. And it's very challenging when you've got someone that's controlling as well as Garth is, but Grant is definitely doing a terrific job. And that's the match. Okay, so looks like Garth won that one by points. Great match by both. Well done, Garth, and well done, Grant. Again, two very experienced purple belts there, and you can tell that by just their movements. They're very deliberate. They don't tend to make a lot of mistakes, and of course sometimes the facial expressions can tend to give it away, i.e. when there's no facial expressions, you've got trouble. You've got an experienced grappler. Well, we are not quite onto the next match, whānau, but what I can say is without the tautoko support of all our sponsors, our key sponsor, our major sponsor being One Foundation, and then we've got all our other sponsors, Rotorua Trust, Grassroots Trust, Te Arawa Whānau Ora, Ngāti Whakaue Tribal Ground Lands, Kia Aroha ki te tangata. Again, without the support, it would be near impossible for us to run this. Here at Koutu Marae, on our Aotearoa, so please, if you've got nothing on, come on down. There's still plenty of action today. We've got a lot of stuff happening for the kids down at the park. We've got bouncy castles, there's food stalls here, a lot of stuff still going on. So come on down. Okay, we're back. Right, ooh, this will be a barn burner. These guys have fought before. Rehua and Garth, two very decorated purple bouts, very experienced purple bouts, and so we should see a really good fight here. Okay, Rehua pulls guard. Garth attempts to pass. Alright, we've got the ate to ourselves, whānau. Looks like a lot of the other mats have finished up, and we're just rolling through with this one now with a couple of hungry purple bouts. So Garth needs to try and step over Rehua's knee, and of course you can see Rehua pushing Garth's head in that direction, which makes it more difficult. So he's doing a good job here. So Garth's trying to pass on Garth's right side, stepping over this knee. And you can see Garth's also trying to get his head to the opposite side of Rehua, and Rehua's cancelling out his ability to pass by pushing his head to the same side Garth is trying to pass. Okay, we're back to full close guard now. Apologies for all the technical jargon. Well, that's just how I was seeing it. Right, let's see what sort of guard Rehua has got. Sweep or submission, no doubt, and Garth will be looking to pass. So ideally posture up, open the legs, and then get around Rehua's legs. Both these boys competed at the Worlds in Japan in 2024, I believe Garth, and 2025, I believe Rehua. Again, two very experienced purple bouts, two hungry purple bouts with a lot of experience under their belts. And you can see, you know, there's no points yet, so that's how tight contestedly this match is. Alright, so we've got Garth's attempting to posture up here. You see he's framing. Rehua's potentially looking for a sweep. You see him coming under that leg, and then at some point he's going to open his legs and swing to his left. Let's see if he attempts the sweep. It's like one of those situations where you know something's going to happen, you're just not sure when. Okay, so we are 0-0, and we are 3 minutes left in the match. You should see the dial or the urgency start to get dialed up, and now I've got some mean camera angles and options available in front of me. So I'm watching 1, 2,